everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Right, here we go.
And the wideout in motion.
Hey, we go rally.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
So 2nd and 10 here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, something you have to be aware of as a QB. Once you get back to that back line of the end zone, you sort of have to go into survival mode.
Yeah, but he's still between the tackles, so if he tried to throw it away, it still would have been 2 points.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to wind. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. One receiver left, two to the right. And the play clock's running down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Rally.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Returnable for Thomas. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. sent in motion. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Carr going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the back goes into motion. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught, Kelsey, left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr again. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr to throw again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
We ready?
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Here we go. Safety.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the 1st. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And the lead is now 2. Is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Conley. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Carr now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, we're gonna rally.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go. Team, bro. Hey, we're gonna rally. Come on, baby. Alert.
And he motions the wide receiver. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
On third and long, it's Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. D. Ford, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the first and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second and 10, he'll look to, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize with a little bit on top.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Time running out here on the play clock. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Look to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Jones on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw his Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead is up to 14. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Play clock winding down.
All right, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Wide and hit, baby. Alert! Alert! Hey, we're going to rally. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Zebra. Zebra.
Carr now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Oh, baby. Alert. Zebra. Shit. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Red zone opportunity.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. We ready. Red 18. Oh, baby, alert.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. He cuts out left sideline, a little room now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep drop, going up top. And that is caught, one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go up top again. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful.
Here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Their big-bodied receiver. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Look at 56. Look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now look at 56. Look at 56. Over.
The play action fake. The blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Watch it. Gun.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he motions the wide receiver. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They come up in an offset eye. First down and goal, the offense. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come out throwing here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Carr going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Throwing now is Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, now look at 56. Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! All right, now look at 56. Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. But he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr gonna throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We ready? Wide and young, baby. Alert! Baby, alert!
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. Wide and young, baby. Alert!
Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete.